Good morning, folks. This is John Hart. I've had my first cup of coffee. Well, I'm working on it. I think I'm awake, so I'm going to give this a try. Today, we're going to talk about the woman who held up the mountain. I want to tell you about a woman from these mountains. Not a celebrity, not someone with a statue or a street named after her. Just a woman who lived her life so fully, so fiercely, that the whole community still feels the echo of her footsteps. Every town in Appalachia had someone like her, but this one was ours. She was the kind of woman who woke up before the sun because the day needed her. Not wanted, needed. She'd put on a pot of coffee, tie her hair back with the same old ribbon she'd had since high school, and step out onto the porch like she was greeting an old friend. She worked 3 jobs at one point, not because she wanted to, but because life didn't give her the luxury of choosing. And still, somehow, she found time to check on her neighbors, drop off casseroles, and sit with folks who were going through a hard spell. She didn't call it kindness. She called it living right. She had a way of loving people that made you feel seen. If you were hurting, she knew it before you said a word. If you were celebrating, she was the first one to clap you on your back and say, "Look at you go." Kids adored her, adults leaned on her, and the elders trusted her with stories they hadn't told in decades. She wasn't loud, she wasn't flashy, but when she walked into a room, the whole place shifted, like the air got a little lighter, like hopes had just stepped through the door. Life wasn't easy on her. Appalachia rarely is. She lost people she loved. She worked jobs that wore her down. She faced storms that would have broken most folks clean in half. But she never let bitterness take root, not once. She'd say, "Hard years don't define you, they refine you." And she lived that truth every single day. She didn't run for office. She didn't lead committees. She didn't stand behind podiums. But she changed the town anyway. She changed it by showing up, by listening, by believing in people who didn't believe in themselves. She taught kids to read. She helped families get back on their feet. She organized food drives without ever putting her name on a flyer. And when someone asked her why she did it, she'd shrug and say, "Because somebody's got to." When she passed, the whole town felt it, not like a headline, not like an event, like a shift in the earth. People showed up from every corner of the county, folks she had helped, folks she had fed, folks she had lifted up without ever asking for anything in return. And as they stood there, telling stories about her, you could feel it, the truth of who she was. She didn't just live in Appalachia, she held it up. I tell this story because every mountain town has a woman like her, and every one of them deserves to be remembered. She taught us that strength doesn't have to be loud, that kindness is a kind of power, and that the greatest legacy you can leave is a community that's better because you were in it. This is her story, and if you listen close, you might just hear her footsteps still, walking these hills, lifting us up, reminding us what it means to live with heart. This has been John Hart. If you've enjoyed this episode and podcast, please like, share, and follow. Until the next time, God bless you, and I'll see you on down the road.